CNN10 script, Saturday, August 15th, 2026. How an insect-eating plant is proving Charles Darwin right 150 years later. Most mornings when I wake up, I do not want to get on the bike, I'll be honest. And after a couple hours of riding, I've warmed up. I feel good and I'm loving it. The bike can take me anywhere. It's a great way to see the world. This is Bond Armin, a one-of-a-kind ultra-endurance cyclist who's taking his sport to the next level, one pedal at a time. At just 22 years old, he already has 5 world records. In 2024, he shattered the record for fastest north-south Pan-American bike crossing, completing all 14,000 miles from Alaska to Argentina in just 75 days. All of this while balancing his studies at Dartmouth College. Now the recent grad is spending his summer chasing a new goal, crisscrossing the country on a quest to visit all 30 NFL stadiums. The epic odyssey is the brainchild of Extreme Networks, who pitched the idea to Bond earlier this summer, and even he couldn't believe it. He originally came to me with the idea, and I was like, that's a great idea, but yeah, there's no way that ever happens. And then he called me a week later and was like, okay, we're all set. Bond set out from Miami on July 7th, carrying a special NFL game ball destined for the league's kickoff game in Seattle on September 9th. The scenic route is giving him a view of the country that few people ever get to see, but the trip is anything but a leisure ride. Bond is averaging up to 1,200 miles per day, sometimes climbing as much as 20,000 feet. That's like summiting Mount Kilimanjaro, and mileage like that takes a physical and mental toll. The cumulative fatigue every single day, that stress in your body, it's hard to understate. Obviously, I'm one person, but there is like a side of me that wants you to stop and rest. Those two sides have to make peace. His biggest challenge so far, not the hills, the heat. Bond is losing gallons of sweat every day, so he's found some unique ways to stay hydrated. I take a lot of table salt and just pour it straight into my water bottle. You can kind of see the salt on your skin. That's all that sodium you're losing. My favorite drink hack is coffee creamer. If you get a bottle of coffee creamer like this, it has several thousand calories in it. From serene back roads to bustling city centers, Bond is documenting the entire trip on social media, hoping it'll help raise awareness for other cyclists. I've been hit by a couple cars before, and that really rattles me. It's always in the back of the mind on the bike, and it's part of why I love biking. And sharing my story is to kind of get people more familiarized with biking. And if a couple drivers can see my videos and be excited about biking, maybe give the next biker a little bit more space when they pass, then that's a huge win. By the time Bond rolls into Lumen Field on September 9th, he'll have clocked more than 10,000 miles, about the same amount most people put on their cars in a given year. And on a trip this big, sometimes the biggest challenge isn't the terrain, it's staying motivated. One thing that I've suffered with a bit is burnout. I do love my bike and it brings me a lot of joy, but there are days when it just doesn't. So having that higher purpose, like what is the goal of riding? Why am I doing this is always important. His advice for the next generation of the endurance cyclists looking to make their own marks. Believe in yourself more than anything. I was always taught from a young age, like, do whatever you love, follow your dreams. I think that's 100% true, but it's more complicated than that. I think it's do what you love, but have intention, have some idea of where you want it to take you. For Bond, that somewhere is chasing the horizon 1 mile at a time.